Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Lyceum of Politics. Today I am back again to discuss with you about the basic ideas of the social contract theory and Thomas Hobbes in connection to that theory. As you all know that the social contract theory is connected with the basic ideas of Hobbes, Locke and Rousseau, right? So in this particular video I am going to concentrate on the basic ideas of Thomas Hobbes in relation to the social contract theory. Very soon we will discuss about Locke and Rousseau also, but today, without wasting any more time, let's start our journey and let's discuss about Thomas Hobbes and his contributions in social contract theory. Okay. Hobbes was born in a family of an Anglican clergyman, and he lived in one of the most turbulent period of English history. The period was very critical, because he witnessed the bloody Puritan revolution in front of his eyes, which involved a series of battle between the monarch Charles I and the parliament. The turbulent situation of the country has definitely played an inspiration behind the ideas of Hobbes. He was convinced that man is by nature a very cruel kind of animal who is motivated by fear and self interest. Apart from that, Hobbes was also influenced by a number of famous political thinkers like Plato, Machiavelli, Boda, and also from Galileo. For example, Machiavelli is visible in Hobbes' depiction of human nature. He was also influenced by Boda's concept of sovereignty, though he made a great improvement on it, and the basis of his theory, that is, the mechanical nature of the world, was borrowed from Galileo. Okay. The famous works of Hobbes, as you can see on the screen, are Deceive, which he wrote in 1642, Leviathan, very, very important, which he wrote while on exile in France and was published in 1651, De Corpore in 1655, and De Homine in 1658. Now, Hobbes's theory was basically based on scientific method. Okay, so he was the first thinker who asserted that political theory was based on the existence of matter and motion. And he applied the method of starting from a self evident assumption to arrive at a knowledge which is far from being self evident, and made the axiomatic method of geometrical reasoning a base of his political philosophy. And as I have told you that he kept his philosophy on a materialistic view of the universe, so he is also regarded as one of the first materialistic interpreters of political theory. I will discuss this part of the concept, that is Hobbes as a materialistic philosopher, later in a separate video. Let me finish this connection of Hobbes with social contract theory first. Okay, so just remember that he asserted that political theory was based on the existence of matter and motion. Now see, my friends, actually after Aristotle, the tradition of dealing with the fundamental issues of politics was long lost in European thinking. Okay, it was Hobbes who once again revived those traditions by addressing questions regarding the need of the state, the basis of the functioning of the state and the government, and what is the basis of public loyalty to them, etc. And to find an answer to those questions, he resorted to the hypothetical state of nature as the cause behind the social contract and the present society. Hobbes holds that in that state of nature, men are by nature equal in power, and they are driven by the desire of their own safety, gain, and glory. The only motto was self-preservation and nothing else. It was a situation of war and chaos, of every man was fighting against every man. Thus, the state of nature was a state of war, a chaotic state where there existed no distinction between right or wrong, and thus no common standard of conduct existed there. And in that chaotic state of nature, people had no right to private property, because the possession of a thing depended on the power of a person to keep it. Men were basically nasty, brutish, cruel, selfish, and wicked in that state of nature. Okay. So, being fed up with the state of nature and the uncertainties prevailing over there, the people were naturally trying to find a way out of it. Okay. So, they desired to set up a common power who could protect the individuals from such a chaotic condition that was existing in the state of nature. So, they finalized a social contract. By virtue of this social contract, they authorized a man or an assembly of men to maintain peace and harmony in the society. And this sovereign is not going to be a party to the contract, but he is always above the contract. In this way, my friends, he instituted the leviathan, who is regarded as the powerful sovereign. Okay. So now let's see what are the basic characteristics of this social contract. Okay. Firstly, the parties to the contract are individuals of the society. Okay. Then the sovereign is not a party to the contract, which I have told you just now, but he is always a product of the contract. So he stands above the contract and the individuals have no right to resist against the sovereign. So Hobbes feels that justice lies in adherence to the contract. The contract, once created, cannot be revoked by the individuals, because once the individuals submit to the sovereign, they would have no right, according to Hobbes, to withdraw their consent from there. Okay. Another thing is that the minority members of the society will have no right to object the choice of the majority in regard to the selection of the sovereign. So the minority should accept the decision of the majority in this regard. Now, till now, I have been telling you that the individual surrendered all his rights to the sovereign, right? But remember, dear, Hobbes mentioned very clearly that the sovereign can encroach on all the rights of the individuals except the right to life of the individual. So this is very important. Okay. So basically the idea is that the people enjoy no right against the sovereign except his right to life. So, friends, this was Thomas Hobbes's idea in the social contract theory in very short and simple terms. And very soon, I will come back to you with the ideas of Locke and Rousseau in regard to the social contract theory, so that you get a total comprehensive view of the theory as a whole. Okay. So, if you like this video, please press the like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done it till now. I will get back to you very soon. Till then, never stop learning and keep on exploring. Bye bye and take care of your health. See you soon.